Hey guys, so this is my first time making a video like this, but I wanted to put this out there because had a particularly annoying issue with the out of the frying pan achievement in the Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2 last night after I bought the game. Um, so for this achievement, you're supposed to use the Enigma Cannon to destroy the Eurasia colony instead of the space shuttle. However, for this to work, it is insanely rare and it requires a lot of RNG. Now, if you're familiar with this game, you might know that there used to be a way to manipulate the RNG for the Enigma Cannon to work every single time, but that's exclusive to the PS1 release of X5, apparently. You used to use the gameplay demo that would play on the title screen if you waited there long enough, but for some reason, the X Collection, the Legacy Collection 2 rather, decided to just completely remove the demo for some reason, so that manipulation is impossible on this specific collection. Thankfully, it does seem that there is another crafty way you can manipulate the game's RNG to give you a successful shot most of the time. After doing a bit of research myself, I found a way to get this achievement to work semi-consistently. As far as I can tell, no one has made a video on it yet, although I did see a couple of comments mentioning this technique whenever I looked up how the demo manipulation worked. There was no real confirmation in those comments, like if it worked or not, partly just due to it being a comment section. The replies, there weren't that many, so I wasn't sure for myself, so I tested it, and it actually does work. So on to the manipulation then. I want to preface that even after recognizing how the RNG functions in X5 to an extent, I honestly and truly have no idea how this new manipulation works. It just kind of does. So if it doesn't work the first time around, have some patience, give it another try. For reference, I got this on my third time reloading my save file to shoot the Enigma Cannon. I re-recorded, or I did it again to record some gameplay for this video, and I got it on my fifth try, so it seems to be fairly consistent. Just, you need to have a little bit of persistence. Anyways, the first thing you're going to want to do is just complete any two Maverick stages. It doesn't matter which ones you do, if you collect any items, anything like that. You just need to complete two stages so that Dynamo will invade you, and you'll be forced to fight him. Once he does, you're going to want to defeat him, of course, but be careful, because we're going to avoid saving after killing him. Otherwise, you won't be able to reload the save file for the manipulation technique. So basically, whenever you load back into the game, it'll be just like right whenever he's invading you, you fight him again. After defeating Dynamo and going back to the stage select screen, you're practically done with the manipulation already. You go back to the stage select and activate the Enigma Cannon, and hopefully it'll destroy the colony. If it doesn't, on the collection, just press the select button and restart the game. Reload your save file, kick Dynamo's ass again. It's a pretty easy fight, and try to shoot the colony down once more. Hopefully it doesn't take you that many tries. Like I said, it took me around 3 tries my first time doing it, and 5 tries for the re-recording. If everything lines up in your favor, the Out of the Frying Pan achievement will be yours, and you won't have to have events in your playthrough be determined by RNG. If you want to take this a step further and efficiently get the Time Paradox trophy, which requires you to get all 3 endings in the game, I used the save file that I performed the manipulation on to get both X's good ending and the 0 ending. after reloading the final zero space stage. Excuse me. However, be prepared for a pretty tough Sigma fight at the end of the game if you do this, since one of the characters, it's like, since like you're going to be basically reloading the last zero space stage, playing one time as zero, one time as X, but in the entire playthrough, the collectibles only go to one character. So basically, one of the times that you're going to be going through the final stage, you're going to have like a bare bones character. You can get the ultimate armor if you want for X and the Black Zero armor, so that you at least have that going for you. But as far as like heart tanks and stuff like that, you're going to be pretty lacking. Thankfully, sub-tanks are collected between characters, so you'll have that too. One final note on the manipulation itself. I am in no way qualified to talk about the mechanics of this game, but the way I understand it is that the RNG in X5 works by running through several values behind the scenes, specifically during gameplay. These values determine whether or not the Enigma Cannon or the space shuttle will successfully take out the Eurasia colony. And like I said at the start of the video, there used to be a way to land the functional RNG values consistently by using the PS1's gameplay demo, but this method does not work with Legacy Collection 2, of course. It just seems that like something with Dynamo supposedly sets these values up in a pretty favorable position for you. However, they will only change, these values will only change during gameplay. There's a couple exceptions, but 99% of the time it's only during gameplay, which is the main reason why you don't want to save after the Dynamo fight, because you're gonna want to basically be re-rolling the RNG by fighting Dynamo again and again and again, because a ton of little things like dashing, jumping, shooting, and dust particles and all that nonsense like are affecting the RNG. So you're going to get a different seed every single time by fighting him. Well, I believe that's all the information that I have regarding this technique. Feel free to let me know if this works for you, and if something that I said is just flat out wrong. Like I said, I'm not qualified to really talk about this. I just thought I'd post this since it's not really documented anywhere. If there is something really wrong with anything I said, I'll make an addendum and a pinned comment or in the description. Thank you for watching, and have fun with X5 without RNG.